Hi, and welcome back to the Mr. Brad Worden Show. And tonight we have a Mexican treat, and as you can see, it's got a lot of chilies in there, so it should be hot. So this is from Mexico Distributor Inc. Mago's Cacahuate Macho, which translates pretty much to peanuts, hot peanuts, peanuts with chili peppers, it says.
Mexico Distributor Incorporated.
So it's a Mexican treat. The peanuts look delicious, and there's tons of chilies in there, which I'll have to try a little bit of each to be fair. So I'm pulling the seal. Ah, look at that. Smells delicious too. So I'll try a few just peanuts. Cacahuate. The peanuts are nice. I'm not getting much heat from the peanuts. It's got that kind of Mexican, like, little bit of tang to it. But now I must try one of the chilies. Now, guessing that the peanuts and chilies are in together, I'll do a little bit of that. But let's see how hot these chilies really are. They usually, the ones I go with are like a cayenne kind of, dried, which has quite a bit of heat usually. Ooh, dried peppers are always hot. Woo! That's hot. Okay, the peanuts, not so much. Dried cayenne, that's kind of hot. All right, so now to be fair, a few more peanuts. I'm going to do a handful of peanuts with some pepper. So I'm not really getting the individual flavor. So you almost have to try it together. I like the peanuts, the heat of the cayenne, obviously. Let's go. Okay, here's a half cayenne. A handful nuts. So let's test out a little bit of heat with the peanuts all at once and see if that adds to the flavor and heat all at once. So they're all up good together. I see, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. A nice combination of heat and peanuts. My tongue's burning pretty good. All right, so the peanuts by themselves are delicious. Delicious. Peanuts by themselves. Delicious, but not much heat to them. But dried cayennes are pretty hot. I would say a dried cayenne is probably hotter than one might expect. I would say close to 8 or 9 for an average person. I'm burning pretty good. Almost like, kind of after eating a couple of them, kind of close to a chili head one. So, I mean, you could buy these, crack them open. Anybody could handle the peanuts alone. But once you start mingling in the peanuts with the dried cayenne peppers, it gets pretty warm in a hurry. So what you would do is, like I did there, if you want the heat and the goodness, take a handful of peanuts, maybe like half of one of the cayenne peppers, and throw them in your mouth together. Kind of like this. Here's like a half again, and this is a good amount here. Or maybe even a few more peanuts for people who don't have as good tolerance, and then toss them in. them up together. You get a nice combination of that flavor and the heat. And let's cut down on the heat, other than eating a straight cayenne pepper, obviously. But it's really good. The peanuts in here are absolutely delicious.
If you've never been to a Mexican grocery store, we highly suggest it. I've been to several now.
Yep, we got these from a Mexican grocery store. Not this specific one, but they were selling these. And this was one of the hottest ones they had with the dried chilies, the dried cayenne, and then the peanuts. Like I said, these are absolutely delicious. You could just get the peanuts by themselves, which I think they sold them too, just the peanuts by themselves. Not much heat behind the peanuts, maybe a slight bit, but hardly anything. But then when you add the cayenne in there and mix them, it amps it up quite a bit. So these are good. I'll definitely be having these later. So a nice Mexican treat. There it is again. At the Mexican market. All right. We hope you have a great night and great rest of the week. And we'll see you next time on the Mr. Brad Worden Show.